Horror films actually help people with anxiety. Did you know that? Who used to watch horror films? Raise your hand. Hello, lovely ladies. Oh my God, so happy to be with you. I wish I talked like that. Horror films. Who used to watch horror films? Huh? Hashtag horror film. So when I first met Skip, I used to love watching scary movies. I used to love getting scared and watch scary movies. And he used to be like, oh, fuck that. You know, I don't do that shit. And as I got older, I found that, yeah, that's actually not a vibe. Matter of fact, watching the news or anything like that, it's just not a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, being a very sensitive empath, even hearing about something bad, like, really, really affects me. Like, I already feel the collective, and most of you do too, because you're light workers or you're empaths. And that's part of the problem, because you don't know how to harness your energy. You don't know how to use your energy. You don't know anything about it. So allow me, right? That's what in Hot Moms, that's all we do, is I really teach you, like, who the fuck you were when as a soul, why things have been hard, how to get over them with ease instead of more struggle, more horror, more pain, you know, because that's no fun, right? Usually I tap in and like process the thing for the day, and then I come and share with you like how we got through it. Now, I don't always do that here in the free group. I usually do that for my mastermind, but with Elevate coming out, you know, the $10 thing right now is the promo price monthly, and the lifetime for $197. Well, first of all, last night I had some more abandonment stuff going on, and really it was tagged to betrayal. And yeah. And then this morning I woke up and I knew something was like, oh, there's something here. You know, we're just going to work through that. I just feel it. For some reason, we were on Skip's phone. Next thing you know, I'm looking at people. I was like, oh, look. And I'm on the thing that says you don't follow back. And I'm like, Skip, why don't you follow back these people? He goes, because I don't use Instagram for that. I don't care to. Like, I don't care. I'm like, okay, well, I went through there and I saw probably like 3 people that energetically I cut out of my life. Me taking full responsibility, understanding why I allowed them into my life, you know, all of the core wounds, all of the worthiness things, everything I teach in Hot Moms, right? In the mastermind is why we attract certain people, situations, and things. It's we attract it, period. It's something that we have to either learn or continue to suffer in. And until we have enough and tap the fuck out and say, this is not okay, we're just going to stay in it. Like, what we don't choose, you choose to stay in your shit if you don't take action, right? So I was like, yeah, fuck this, done. I'm ready to level up. And I had to get certain people out of my life. Well, anyway, they were following Skip, of course, right? These people, they, you know, it feels nasty. Yesterday we were on a coaching call, and one of the girls was like, you know, I know that there's this friend, you know, she's been here for 10 years and I know it's toxic, and it's just part of me feels like I can help her and I can change her, but now I know I can't, and it's toxic. And I was like, yeah, these people, we all know. It's like that rainbow fish story that I shared. And it's sad because these people, they don't know they have it inside of them. They don't know that what they admire in you, they also have inside of them. They think that they're so unworthy, and they're so like, they're such a piece of shit, and they're so like empty that they always have to go and seek things outside themselves. And that, you know, it's that jealousy, envy, scarcity, like people that don't want to share their coaches, right? I remember feeling that way. If I share this girl, well, then my people are going to follow her and they don't want anything from me. Like, all of that is from old programming, and it really holds you back, because now in this different state of being, it's like, no, now I know that it takes nothing away from me, because I understand like abundance. And then I also understand that they need that person, or maybe they need that coach, or maybe not. I don't know. I'm giving my fucking coach props either way, because that's all about sharing. Like, it's fun to share what's working for you. It's fun to acknowledge the people that have actually helped you. Like, I see people come into this group and just get inside of my energy and start actually elevating and having really good things happen in their life. They give no fucking props. They don't even see it. And that's why, like, it sort of like stunts your growth if you don't show gratitude, or at least say thanks to the person or whatever. Like, it's just kind of, it's a thing. But I remember feeling the same way. I remember feeling that way. You can ask my shaman. I was like, you know, honestly, I feel like you're going to be one more of those girls that comes in and I help you build your fucking 6-figure business. I help you do everything, and then boom, you fuck me over. You give me no props. You steal clients. If you steal a client, that client was never yours, because they're not. They belong with the dark side, right? And I told her that, and she goes, yeah, I mean, I feel the same way. So us working together has actually helped us heal a lot of shit, and we've had to heal a ton of our feminine wounds. You know, the feminine wound is all about catty fucking cunt like women that's like, they're always in competition with each other, because there's a healthy level competition, but there's a certain type of sly competition that's like, you know, that fucking like slimy type of competition where it's nasty, it's very dark. And then there's that, it's just that cockroach energy. It's just a cockroach fucking energy versus, hey, there's room for all of us to win and collaborate together. And it's all about bringing people up, because if that person goes with them or this person goes with you, there's another person for them. Like there's more than enough, right? There's more than enough. So anything in feminine energy that's like, oh, my husband can't look at her, whatever, and jealous and insecure and all that, it's not a vibe. It holds you back. And so, look, we've all been there. We're fucking human. Like, it's part of the experience. Not to mention, if you come from a woman, mom or grandparents or whatever, or whoever raised you, or you're for whatever, that's insecure and they're not really happy with themselves, and they feel empty, and they feel like they're not good enough, and that everybody else has things, it's just going to bleed into you. So anyway, I found these girls on there, and I'm like, so yeah, that came back up, and I realized, like, okay, because I had to be okay with realizing that certain people, yeah, it feels nasty. On the coaching call, that girl was like, you know, it just feels gross. It feels gross to think that people want to be around me because I make them feel good. And they offer nothing. They come, they bitch, they just talk, they want to call you at inopportune times. It's like, they just want to be around you because you help them elevate. They give nothing back, right? And I'm not saying you want to be yourself and give so they give something back. It's not about that. It's like, there's a gray area here. Those of you that know what I'm talking about, and then certain gurus will be like, oh, you can't, you know, people can't drain you because your energy is infinite. Yes and no. If you hang around slime, you're going to get sticky and slimy. Period. End of story. If you hang with fucking eagles, you're going to soar with eagles. If you hang with fucking chickens, you're going to be a chicken. Okay? There's no way about it. And sometimes, yeah, you trying to elevate people will drag you down because you don't want to leave people behind. So this morning, I was like in this vibe, and I even pulled over, like when I got out for the beach walk, and I was like, oh, I better put my bag in the middle in case somebody steals it. And I was like, what the fuck are you thinking like that for? Where did that come from? Because that's how I grew up. Like, everything. You don't wear your jewelry out. You don't take your bags. You're going to get fucking mugged. You're going to get raped. Oh, you got those little shorts on? You're going to get raped. Right now, you're going to get raped. Just so much fucking fear. Like, I was raised like that. Just so much fucking fear. And then in the gym, I was sitting there and I started looking at the floor, and I thought about very, very horrific that no child should ever see their mother in that situation and what happened. I mean, it was very horrific, like something from horror movies, okay? And I was like, holy shit, here it is again. And yesterday I heard of something horrific that Skip shared with me that a cop told him. And I was like, fuck. And like, here we are, right? And then I had the abandonment thing yesterday, realizing that there are fucking people out there that it's nasty. It is nasty. No, it's not. They just didn't know better, and let's just forgive yourself. Yeah, there's some fucking slime out there. But if you keep your heart open and you elevate so fucking high, it's like I say, what used to trip you up, you just swerve, baby. You're just like, you're not even a match for that. It doesn't even come around you. End of story. So it's not like you have to go around and be scared. I did go through a time where it was kind of scary, like cleaning out your energy, trying to make sure that, oh my God, these people, you know, there's no snakes. You don't want any snakes in the room. You'll get to a point where you just fucking can sniff out a snake. You can feel a snake. If it's within your 100-mile radius, you just fucking smell that shit. And you set the energetic boundaries, and you do the energy work, and you're safe, right? You're always safe. It's safe. It's safe. It's safe. So it's going to take time. If you come from chaos and anxiety and all this other stuff and horror and just these bad feelings, like, it's going to take time to understand who you are on an energetic plane, like a very spirit, like you're very tapped in, you're very sensitive, you're an empath, you're probably some kind of healer, like you're very tapped in. It's going to take time to kind of revamp your nervous system, okay, and your brain, because you have, what we're doing in Hot Moms, like we do, yes, energy work, and I teach you how to do it on yourself, but basically it's neuroscience. We change up pathways, like we create new wiring, because what the problem is you've got old programming. We don't really have these issues. We're not really fucked up. It's simply we have bad programming, poor programming, and I went over that yesterday in the coaching call inside of the mastermind. The only negative to all that is, to whether or not you can too change your programming, is if you choose. A lot of you choose to stay where you're at because it's scary. It's scary about the unknown. It's scary to take action. It's scary to look into this stuff. But if you only knew that you are in the scary part, you have lived the worst part, it's only up and up from here. Those things, your past stories, they can't live here. So that's promising. I promise it's only up and up from here. You've been through the worst part, and we've helped people through some nasty fucking shit, some nasty trauma that nobody should have to go through. So I hope that gives you some hope. But back to my horror story. So I started having these things come up, and I'm like, what the utter fuck is going on? But I'm a human. Hello. It's not like we can't sit there and hate ourselves for feeling, right? So I started writing and writing and writing and writing. And sure enough, it was all of those things. And get this shit. I looked up horror films and the science behind it. And horror films actually help people with anxiety. Did you know that? What it does is it is a controlled, safe environment. And it stimulates something that causes dopamine and serotonin to be released, as well as the environment, because it's a horror film and you're watching it with people it's a safe environment. It helps you reenact these horrific things. So I was writing, and when I saw that about the horror films, I'm like, I'll be damned, because that's when I watched a lot of horror films, was when I was eat up with anxiety in the ER with hives and just like on fucking Klonopin and shit. And I was like, okay. It also means, like, if you like to watch horror films and the news and all that shit, it means you got there's some cleanup. There's some cleanup in order here, because anybody that wants to watch that and put themselves through that, there's something there. Like, I encourage you to look into that. But yeah, today my shit that came up was horror and abandonment / betrayal. Really, it's like betrayal, because to think that there's bad people out there is horrific. It really is. For the light worker, it's horrific. So that's where you've got to be a badass and rise up and elevate into this new place of the power of loving yourself and your energy, and respecting yourself, and setting boundaries out of love, and doing everything, eating out of love, it's like all these things. You're good to go. Like, you're good to go. You don't take L's. You see them in a different way. It's a whole different way of being. Do I have work to do? Absolutely, like till I die, baby. Okay, probably in the next lifetime too, but that's okay. So I just wanted to share with you like the interesting facts about that. So yeah, don't beat yourself up. Feel that shit. Maybe get out the pen and paper to see what's going on, what's there. How do you want things to be? I mean, that was my question, is just, okay, you can feel this way and still hit your goals and still choose the opposite, right? You can still have all these things. You have left and right brain. You've got devil and God, Jesus, Christians, and you've got negative and positive. You've got two things. There's always this duality. So it's what you want to choose. Which one do you want to choose today? Let me know in the comments. Which one are you going to choose? You can feel your shit. And then what we do as light workers is we transmute, transform, and transcend. And I teach you how to do that in Hot Moms. So whether or not you need a course to start out or actually work with me in Hot Moms Mastermind, I would say to book a call to see which one is a fit. Tess, she does like 15-minute triage calls. She'll kind of check your energy, check out some questions and your goals, and just be able to tell, like, all right, well, let's start here, let's start there, whatever. Or Elevate, it's a $10 thing. You can just search the link we posted yesterday. So go to CaseyShip.com/book a call, or reach out, DM us, and just say, hey, I kind of want to see, I want to start, I'm scared, or I'm this or that, I really don't know where to start, can you help me? And we'll help you. But yeah, y'all, get your paper out, drop below, like, what are you going to choose today? Hold the vibe. Be the vibe. Get that shit. Talk to you soon.